before I came to the United States, it was a whole another world. My main dream was to become a doctor. I thought that health was so important to become somebody in this world.
She was a normal student, and she was studying very well. She was getting a lot of high grades rather than, getting medium grades like me.
So we had no intentions of coming here, we had only the intention of sending the children, get them educated, and they decide to come back,
I started this weird cough, like it was like gagging.
She started coughing, and she used to throw up stuff, and she couldn't get anything down the system. And I was thinking, okay, something's definitely wrong now.
It's a degenerative disease without treatment and very debilitating.
The doctor who admitted the child told me, you have only 25% chances, My God, I hit the ceiling. I never expected this to be so bad. If there was one doctor who knew what this sickness is and the medicine, I would have gone back, with my daughter, But unfortunately, we don't have the expertise nor the medicine. I can't take stakes and let her die over there, so she has to remain here.
The doctors in Alabama, this is the first patient that they came across, because they treated off with the FDA approved drug, and that didn't work out on her at all, and that kind of created more problems, and she almost died actually. I knew that she was going back bad to worse, and then I researched online and found out that there's a Wilson's Disease Association International. And I contacted the president, and I'm blessed that she returned my email, and she called me, and then she told me that there are two places at that point. There was one, the first one was U of M, the other one was New York.
Michigan was closer to us, so we immediately brought her here, because we knew things were going from bad to worse over there at Alabama,
The University of Michigan historically has played a major role in Wilson's disease research through our clinical research center.
My mother is my safeguard. She was my safeguard while I was totally when I couldn't walk, talk, or eat. She was always right beside me, nurturing me.
The claim they were making was that Mrs. Pereira had overstayed her previous visa.
The circumstances with regard to the Munasinghe family are so unique that you would think that the U.S. government would kind of look at this situation and say, okay, this is if we have a rule that prevents her from coming, we ought to make an exception to the rule in this case.
It's a visa solution that we really need, because whatever we change into, it's kind of temporary situation. So my dad has been trying to apply for jobs, and I have been going crazy with online. All I have is about 3 hours of sleep every day. I go to work, I go to school, and I try to help my sister whatever time I have.
It's hard enough that the family split up and that she's got, this disease, this very rare disease, but that they also have to struggle to make ends meet from month to month.
We brought millions of dollars to the US, and you cannot live in savings that have been saved in rupees when you convert it to US dollars. And we don't want to be beggars in any country. I mean, we have arms, legs, and brains, and we want to use it.
My wife is in trouble, my daughter is in trouble. This is double trouble for me, you know. So, what else to be done? Just go on praying, you know.
Yeah, it's just such an easy life before, not like now. It sometimes makes me wonder, how can God let me suffer like this? But I think He has a very weird strength and a happy life for me, since I don't feel unhappy at all this disability. I think I'm the happiest person you can think of.
Believe me, she's a very strong woman. She gives me courage most of the time.
Her attractive smile draws people in and makes them forget the difficulties she's going through, but even more importantly, or maybe even more effectively, is that she helps you to forget the problems you're going through, and makes a lot of things a lot lighter in the world.